Comes this side to Fisher, but that's not a good kick. And this will test out Jenkins' agility. Luckily, he had some help. Stanley. To half forward. Sard caught in the crash. And away goes Van Berlo again. The intent was McKernan. Just forward of the wing. No one in the 50. They've emptied it out. Jacobs, can someone get in there first? Sloan breaks. He's going to run hard back to the goal square. He saw the read of the ball magnificently, and he left it to McKay to run it in for a goal. Finally. Now they've got an extra forward here, the Crows. Can they use that advantage? You'd think they would. Jenkins a big presence, and McKernan bolts back to the square. Stanley had to decide, should I stay or should I go? He went, but not in time.
Pure footy that from the Adelaide Crows. They'll be really buoyant going into quarter time on the back of this passage of play.
And pure delight for McKernan, who puts it through, and they're back in front.
The pressure already from the Crows.
Vince got it from Brown, and Douglas is able to splay it back into play, and Wright was able to settle, and the big blokes are moving pretty well. Jenkins marks. Hasn't kicked a goal yet himself. Now that may be about to change. Tight angle, but the numbers say he's better than 50-50. And there you go, it's reflected in the kick.
And Milne needed to push up earlier. They've got the outlet kick here.
They've got an extra at the moment in the action because Hickey's still limping. Laird pokes the kick into the 50, and the angle kick nicely. So here's Vince. Just inside the 50. Nice strike. And the Crows extend their lead to 7. Milne had to get up quickly as Brown was about to surge away.
Good pressure from Milne.
Yeah, some hardy one-on-ones in there. McKernan tried to get it to Thompson. Thompson came again, found himself some space and found the goals. Great response by the Crows. That's what it's all about. Goes back Adelaide's way. Van Berlo, that's a well-placed ball for Talia. And Revolt a long way away, so Otten just watching Revolt at the moment.
There's a little bit going on.
Yeah, they're
far away from this.
They're all sharing the athletic workload on Nick Riewoldt. This time Talia, who I think was on Tom Hickey at the time, he pushed hard forward and he gets himself a shot. And he wouldn't have kicked too many goals in his career. 2, in fact, Jared. 1 this year, though. So he's in good goal-kicking form. Daniel Talia trots through the 50. He gives it plenty. He gives it plenty and gets plenty in return. It's a goal of the Crows.
Opportunities must be taken from St Kilda.
Maybe Paul Pleaser's ready to come on the ground. We'll get back to that in a moment. The Crows are surging again. Smith. Jenkins delays his move. Smith has to pause, play the waiting game a bit longer than he wanted to. Lynch set it up, but it was a good hard lead. The kick hung in the air for a while for Richard Douglas, but he got there.
Talk about a hard lead. He worked to the goal square first, then came back up at the footy when he realised the long ball was not going to come his way. Excellent work rate from Douglas.
Yeah, you're spot on, Jono. That movement was absolutely superb. I reckon he started about the half-forward flank, maybe even the wing on the other side of the ground. Ran 100 that way and then 60 up the other end and gets a shot at goal.
What's he got left? Has he got the power to kick a goal? He stares it down and puts it through, and the Crows lead by 15. He had to kick it quickly. He wanted to be more direct. The crowd, not so sure about the decision, but found Thompson still too far out to score a goal. Lynch.
Well, it's a good lead and a good mark. Excellent kick, but what they've done is made Dylan Robertson accountable. Otten had him measured there. He was just taking him away from play, which was creating a bit of a void and a bit of space for Lynch to lead into.
8 marks he's taken. We talked at the start about
excellent effort again.
11 marks, and now 8 tonight. 10 goals last week. 1 so far for Tom Lynch. He's hoping it'll be 1 after he comes in here. That is, no goals yet, but now it's on its way. And that's as important as any of the 10 he kicked last week. Poor Pleasure into the middle. That may be a chance they didn't need to take, but works out all right. McKay. Van Berlo caught the wave and takes the mark. So close to goal.
And so often, Jono, we see that intercept mark across that half-back line be the origin of the goal going forward.
Especially late in the quarter as well. That's where St Kilda just needed to keep the ball, try to take it inboard with a kick, had to keep it going just down the line and create another stoppage out of play or get some luck over the back, not bring the ball back towards the corridor.
So Van Berlo comes in, been a big quarter for the Crows. Already with 4 goals to 2. Decisive turn. Centre half forward. Nice little shrug of the shoulders from McKay. He's been busy and he's found poor pleasure.
Much sharper now, the Crows. That was brilliant transition of the ball. Good skills and fantastic vision to pick that option and then be able to deliver it. And poor pleasure be just rapt to get back involved.
It made it easier as well with Fisher slipping over as they made their move.
Hard to believe he's just kicked the 2 goals, 5 for the season. Jason Poor-Pleasure has found himself out of the team and as a sub regularly. You'd think when they're really going, when the whips are cracking this year, that Jason Poor-Pleasure will be front and centre for the Crows. Good spoil from Thompson. Really good team play by the Crows, and they're reaping the rewards at the moment. Jenkins had to wait an uncomfortable moment, but he sees off Robertson and then sizes them up. And this is great football, perhaps their best of the season.
Well, Milne will be probably gone at the end of this year, or maybe one more if he can get his very best form. But they need to have more avenues through the midfield.
Here's Lynch again. He missed the last one. He didn't miss that one.
Because you can just...
It's a hard road ahead for the Saints now, isn't it? As Lynch has the footy, the hero of last week, as the siren sounds. I reckon more satisfaction for him tonight with his 2-goal contribution and the Crows winning an important game by 40 points, 12-15-87 to 6-11-47. A very impressive team performance by the Adelaide Crows, who have played their best footy of the season here tonight at AAMI Stadium.